Hey, welcome back. This is Just What's on My Mind on Anywhere and Anything Else. Welcome back. Thanks for clicking on this video. Today's going to be a quick one, which is we're just going to jump straight into this one because time's kind of against us here. Every time I think I have something I might maybe want to offload, about or regarding the British royal family, I end up getting blindsided by some sort of message or announcement from Catherine. It's 2 for 2 now. But yeah, I was just gonna let this go. Maybe not bother with it. But I guess this is more of like a time sensitive video. Like I either do it now or not at all. So here I am. It's past midnight. And yeah, just offloading some thoughts. So Trooping the Colour is today, officially today, not tomorrow anymore. One of my favorites. All right, Trooping the Colour is today. One of my favorite events on the royal calendar. Looking forward to this one. I think the last video I made for Just What's on My Mind, I had said how it would be nice for, you know what, let's just elephant in the room. Catherine of Kensington Palace released a statement today, just giving us a little bit of an update on Catherine and her health and recovery and all that, which was quite, I don't know if I would say it was positive, it was very hopeful, just really good to hear. Totally unexpected, definitely threw a lot of people, caught a lot of people off guard in the media. There had already been a lot of speculation as to whether or not she would attend trooping. I had said in my last video that I wouldn't be surprised if it were too early for her to come back. And additionally, just the fact that trooping is the King's birthday parade, maybe that wouldn't be the best avenue for like a first appearance. Not that I thought Charles would mind. I think he would be more than happy to have his daughter-in-law there. But I don't know. Just I think, yeah. I was expecting. I definitely hope that she would make an appearance at Wimbledon, which is pretty much kind of in the same time frame as trooping. So either or. The message that she put out today or yesterday, it seems to have gone around as Catherine will be at trooping. I guess because there had been a question of whether or not she would be. So people are taking it as that she will be. Although to me, reading it, it sounded more like I would really like to be there, and maybe I will, but also maybe I won't. So still, I'm not taking it as a given as of yet. Still just keeping my fingers crossed, hoping to see her. There was a lot of talk over the past week about whether or not the Wales children would be there, and just the idea that Catherine wouldn't be, if William were attending without Catherine, then there would be no one to watch after the kids, which I don't understand why people keep repeating this, because Catherine attended trooping last year in her capacity as Colonel Dyer's Guards, and I believe the kids were watched after by William's equerry, and I guess also other members of the family who would have been up in the officers' quarters or whatever that building is. Is that like an administrative building or an old administrative building? Yeah, so I don't see why George, Charlotte, and Louis wouldn't be there regardless of whether or not Catherine attends. I think those are events that are quite important for them to attend, just to kind of, I guess, to kind of get used to. I mean, it's going to be a big part of their future. Why not have them there now when they can just kind of enjoy the spectacle and the parade, as opposed to later on, as opposed to having them start off later on when it's more of a duty. Not that you wouldn't also enjoy it then, but yeah. Yeah, so I fully expect the Wales children there, regardless of whether or not we see Catherine. I don't feel. I'm not sure what she meant by she's hoping to be able to attend. I don't know if that means in her capacity as colonel or just in attendance as she has in previous years. If she would be watching from the building on horse guards there, or if she would just be at Buckingham and waiting for them to make that trip and then maybe be on the balcony as well. Yeah, either way, it'd be really cool to see her. The other thing about trooping this year is, so last week we had the Colonel's Review, which is like kind of a large, maybe full scale rehearsal. I've always known that there's like a rehearsal thing a little bit before. I'd never heard of the Colonel's Review until last year. Last year would have been the first year I ever heard about it, and that was because William was taking the salute at the Colonel's Review. And I just assumed that had something to do with the fact that he was newly appointed Prince of Wales. Maybe his father asked him to do it just for like a bit more visibility for his son as the new Prince of Wales. Yeah, I've never heard it talked about or heard it being referenced with the idea of a royal in attendance prior to last year. So yeah, I didn't know that was a thing, that the colonel of the regiment that was presenting the colors or trooping the color that year would be in attendance to take the salute at the Colonel's Review. I didn't even know the Irish Guards were trooping. I don't know how that gets picked. Is it like on rotation, or is there something that determines which regiment presents the colors that year or troops the colors that year? But ever since Catherine was announced as Colonel of the Irish Guards, this is kind of the year I've been waiting for. I was really excited to see her at the event in her capacity as Colonel, and it just so happened to be this year that she's ill. Unfortunately, it would have been really nice to see her take the salute at the Colonel's Review, but things happened the way they did, or have happened, or are still unfolding as they are. And that's all right. So yeah, just fingers crossed that we will see her tomorrow, or later today. I think it's much later in the day over there by now. Um, what else? What else? Let's see. King won't be on horseback this year. That's also a bit of a, I don't know. I don't know if I'd call it unfortunate. I mean, I'm sure he would have liked to be on horseback for as long as possible. We'd had about 30 or so years of Elizabeth being in a carriage. It would have been nice to have the sovereign on horseback again for a little while longer. But if that 1 year is all we get, well, for now we'll have to make do with that. I am really curious about the other royals who'll be in attendance this year. I think the ranks of like Beatrice and Eugenie and Zara and a lot of the rest of the family, they're usually like somewhere in the vicinity. I think probably even processing like in the procession in carriages from Buckingham Palace to Horse Guards and back. So I'm excited to see. Wait, are they for trooping? I think so. Yeah, I'm excited to see who'd be there. I think it'd be really cool. I don't know. I haven't really heard anyone posit this, but it'd be really cool if we had more family members on the balcony this year. I I think I suppose that's always been true since it's been kind of truncated. I've always felt, especially in like the photographs and video from like past troopings from like 20, 30 years ago. I just always felt like it was a good time to, it's like an annual like family photo just to see where the family is, where it's grown and shrunk. Doesn't matter who's on the payroll or not. I think it's just nice to get a good snapshot of everybody. So it's kind of sad that that balcony's been limited in recent years. But I think it would be good, especially considering that Catherine might be there this year, in light of current events and her health and people, all the speculation and people just been missing her and wanting to see her for the past few months. I think it would be good to temper some of that excitement and overexcitement with maybe having a few more members of the family on the balcony. That would include Beatrice and Eugenie, Zara and Peter, and even Lady Louise and James. Just because, like, I feel like if you just had like Beatrice and Eugenie, people would start up the speculation again about whether or not they're going to be brought in as working royals. Whereas I think the other four, I think it's pretty set with Zara and Peter that that's not happening, and with Louise and James, they're still a little young, and I guess have a bit more time to make that decision. So that would temper some of those queries, I guess. But yeah, it'd be cool to have a lot more people just showing support. I mean, the same way they were kind of there at William's garden party. I think it would be nice if you just had just like a full thing. Obviously, not some certain people, especially one who is currently in the UK. Yeah, I would even like to see like the Sarah Chateau and her sons, and that side of the family. I just feel like they should bring everyone on. It would obviously nothing's gonna overshadow the fact that Catherine, if Catherine's on the balcony, nothing's gonna overshadow the fact that she's there. But I think it would help to dissipate some of the overexcitement and scrutiny and just abundance of attention on her if they had a bunch of other people on the balcony as well. That'd be really cool. Anyways, I'm gonna call it quits here. This definitely is the shortest one of these I've ever filmed. I'll probably be back very soon because there's a lot of other things I would have tacked onto this video, but trooping is literally in a matter of hours, so I might as well just go ahead and get this on the internet, whether or not anyone watches it. But if you are watching, thank you. It is very much appreciated. Yeah, call it quits there. See you in the next one. Bye.